What's good, you guys? It's Coco La Loca from my room, whatever room you're in. Um, all right, my locos. I'm gonna tell you guys what I had seen when I was 5 years old. Um, it was the second time I had seen something like paranormal. Because the first time I saw an orb and it was circling. It was circling mine and my sister's bunk bed when we were little. And I always did that every night. And the weird thing was that our bunk beds were literally in the middle of our room, and that was all that we had in there. Just the bunk beds right in the center of the room. Like not even like parallel to everything else. It was just like whatever. Like they just built it and they just left it. And that was it. And yeah, when that happened, I was like, nah, I'm like maybe it's a light or whatever, you know? But like a blue orb just circling my bed. Like, that's not normal. It's not normal at all. But yeah. But anyways, the second time I saw something like that was it was scary, but it was so scary and shocking for me. I didn't even move. I just stared right back. Of course they're dead, but I could see her, and I'm about to describe her to you. But what was going on was my mom was downstairs, my siblings were downstairs, and it was always just us in the house. It was it was kind of a big house, but not really. Like it was a duplex. My mom owned duplex back then. And this was like in I think it was like 1998 or 1999, one of those two. And like their duplex, I don't know. Okay, so these duplex are right in front of Aloha High School, the Aloha Warriors in Aloha. If you're from Oregon, you know what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, right there in Aloha Warriors High School, uh, that's where the duplex is, and they're still there today. And the crazy thing is, people have ever since we moved out of that duplex, um, the people who always kept living there kept moving. Like we would literally always see like the for sale sign, always, never for rent, for sale, like for sale. Like it was ours, but then we gave it to my uncle. Well, then somehow my uncle lost them. So there goes those. But yeah, we were always home alone, just me, my siblings, and my mom. I mean, my mom did work a lot, but it was always us there. And it was upstairs and downstairs. And this house was pretty cool, but like it had a creepy feel to it, like when we lived there. And there was another time too, but I'll tell it after this, that I got spooked in that house. No, two other times or three other times that I got spooked in that house. But I was I was upstairs. I told my mom that I was gonna take a bath um, while she was getting food ready for us, and I still remember she was making us eggs and beans with tortillas. Um, but the eggs had like the salsa on it, kind of like huevos rancheros. Um, but yeah, I told her, I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna take a shower or I'm gonna take a bath or whatever. She was like, okay, mommy. She's like, está bien. She was like, I'll call you down cuando ya esté la comida. I'm like, okay. I go upstairs, I get my stuff to go take a bath. And I just wanted to take a bath just to play with the bubbles. Because I always like to make bubbles all the time. So I was in there and I was taking a bath, and the time had passed. And then my mom called me. She's like, Annie, ya vente a comer, mami, ya está la comida. And right at that moment, fíjate, right at that moment, that's when, I was like, okay. I was like about to get out, like, just in that moment, when you're like literally about to do something, like get out, or, you know, you know what I mean. But I couldn't, because in front of me, I don't know if you guys seen that movie 13 Ghosts. It came out like in 2000, I don't know, between 2000 and 2003, I think, or 2006. I don't know, somewhere around there. But there's a movie called 13 Ghosts. And those are the 13 ghosts that are trapped under the house because they've been captured or whatever. But you guys should see the movie. Um, there's a woman in that movie, okay? She's all cut up everywhere. Like she's naked and she's all cut up. Like she has cuts everywhere on her body. Tell me why before that movie comes out, I saw that same lady in front of me in the bathtub. I was 5 years old in the bathtub, and then the water starts bubbling with blood. I'm not kidding. The water started bubbling with blood, and there was blood everywhere. Like literally a crime scene, okay? Minutes before that, seconds before that, I was playing in regular soapy water. And then all of a sudden, it starts bubbling like if it's hot, like a jacuzzi, but with blood. And she's just there staring at me. And I just can't move. Like I see her in front of me, and I only see like basically from like her breast up, because that's like I could see like half of her breast, but that's all I can see, and she's just there, just like just dead eye looking at me, and I cannot freaking move. I cannot move. I was so scared and shocked. I could not move. Okay. And then it felt like an eternity, like time wasn't even passing. Like it was taking forever for me to get out of that situation. And then like I remember somebody opening the door, but I couldn't see who it was yet. And it was my sister. My sister is like a year and a half younger than me. She saw the same thing I saw. She saw the same thing I saw. Like we both, like I just grabbed my towel and we both ran downstairs. I don't even know, I don't even remember how I got downstairs so fast. Like I'm surprised I didn't trip or nothing, or like my sister too, like that. We didn't even get hurt on our way down. I don't even remember how we got down there. But we got down there. And I just remember telling my mom and crying to her, like at that moment already, because I'm like the shock already is like over, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what did I just see? You know? I I at that moment I literally didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to react for a good moment. Like it was it was crazy. It was very crazy. But after that had happened, um We have a stair that kind of like spirals down, like if it's like halfway spiral, you know, but it goes down. And I always seen something on those stairs. There's always there's always been a little girl who's been following me since I was little, always. And on those stairs, I always saw a little girl. She was always just like at the bottom, or no, not the bottom, but like midway, because there's like a platform. So there's like stairs, and then it's all like a big piece where you can step on, and then it goes down again, the steps. But it like curves weird. So, but I would always see her around there. Or like one time I saw her in the living room, and that time it really creeped me out, and I cried. I I remember as soon as I would wake up in that house, I would just want to be outside all the time. I don't want to be inside. I never wanted to be inside. Just because of the things that I seen, I didn't want to be inside. Not that house. Because, kid you not, the other side of that duplex was not, my mom had not rented it out yet. We were still fixing it up. We would hear noises coming from that side, like if there's people living over there, like if they're having like a party or something. Like it always sounded like there was like always like music or people having like a good time over there on the other side, but we were the owners. We knew that nobody lived over there, so like, you know. And then we also had this under our stairs. I don't know if you guys have lived in one of those houses where like under the stairs there's like a little tiny door, but it's like a storage. It goes down and then it takes a turn, you know. Thought I seen something, but like it takes a turn, and we had one of those and it went deep. Like my mom put all our toys back there, like away, you know. Like she's like, oh, you want them? Y'all can go dig for them, you know. You know where they're at. But we never like went in there. Our toys would always go off in there all the time, and like hear stuff like in there, and just like a bad vibe in there. It's just like we never wanted to go in there. We didn't like it. We got rid of all those toys too, cause yeah, we didn't want anything that was attached to it to be with us. And us as little kids, like I was 5 at this time. I was 4. I turned 5 there, and all this stuff happened. We only lived there for like I believe a year and a half that we lived there in that house or in the duplex, whatever. But man, but there's a couple more other things that happened in that house, but I will save that for another story. If you want to hear, comment, like, share, and subscribe, and you know, turn on the post notifications, hit that bell so you can get notified when I post a new video. For these ones, I think I'm gonna be doing them live because it's a little bit easier for me just to do it. I like it raw, I like it just put out there, you know. But um, yeah. So if you guys want to hear those other stories, come back. I will be posting probably every 2 days. If you guys want to hear, you know, all the crazy stuff that I've been through and that I've experienced that I never thought I would, but I did. Um, yeah, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, follow me, you know, do all that stuff. Yeah. And also follow my social media on Insta, La Loca De Connie. You can find me there. and I'll be posting on there too. Alright, you guys. Well, it's 1 in the morning. I'm gonna be posting this. Hope to hear from y'all. Hope to hear some comments. What y'all think. Let me know if you guys could hear me throughout this whole video, like good and clear. Um, yeah, and I know the quality's not that good. It's nighttime. I got the kids asleep. My oldest one came and slept with me in here, but yeah. All right, I'll be posting another live video in 2 days, and be sharing more of my paranormal stuff that I've experienced in my life. All right, you guys. Buenas noches, mi locos. See y'all in the next video. Noches. Night.